Greeting opera lovers, it's Rona, live from New York. Last night, the Met had its season premiere of Massenet's Werther, starring Jonas Kaufmann as Werther, Sophie Koch as Charlotte, Lisette Oropesa as Charlotte's sister Sophie, David Bizich as Albert, and Jonathan Summers as Charlotte's father, the bailiff or le bailli. Leading the orchestra was Alain Altinoglu, a name I really did not know. But as soon as the music started, I just thought this conductor was going to give us a wonderful performance, leading the Met Orchestra and the singers along on this journey. It was so beautiful. I had never realized before, although I've only heard the opera a few times, how important the orchestra is to the overall storytelling. As it starts, it gives you, it sort of like telescopes a few little themes that will come in later. And during the opera, while the singers are busy singing, the orchestra not so much is an accompaniment, but is sort of a continuation of this storytelling. So overall, I was much more impressed with the opera than I thought I would be from a musical standpoint, and I say bravo to the conductor for bringing all of that out. I, like so many other fans of Mr. Kaufmann, was very looking forward to this because there is already a DVD out with Mr. Kaufmann and Miss Koch singing Werther and Charlotte from Paris. They are an excellent pair together, and they are each excellent singers. So let's get right down to last night's performance. The orchestra started playing so wonderfully, and then there's all that little sort of busy work before the opera really gets going. And I believe as soon as Mr. Kaufmann stepped on the stage, he was greeted by applause. Wasn't that nice? The audience, before he even gets to sing one note, the audience shows their appreciation for the artist. It must be an absolutely great feeling. And as Mr. Kaufmann began singing, you knew he was in fantastic voice, even better than the clips that they had put out from his dress rehearsal. He was able to show the character of Werther through his voice, going through all the dynamic ranges, very, very soft to loud, but not just singing soft and loud. It was the way he sang soft and loud that made it so compelling. He puts so much into the words. You can just feel the agony, the ecstasy that he goes through. Of course, after his very large, well-known aria, Pourquoi me réveiller, the audience broke out into appropriately wonderful and wild applause. This was expected. He did a great job, just in case anybody was wondering. Miss Koch is a terrific Charlotte. Her portrayal of this character was very, it really drew you in, especially during the letter scene. I thought she really captured the conflicting feelings that Charlotte has, her dedication to her husband, and yet the passion she feels for Werther. The other singers rounding out the cast were also wonderful. I'm a very big fan of Lisette Oropesa. I've heard her several times, most recently in Falstaff. She has one of those beautiful ingenue-type voices, very young and fresh. And it's so great to hear the difference between a mature voice and such a young-sounding voice. Miss Koch does not sound old. Don't get me wrong. It's just a different color. Singing Albert was somebody I never heard of before. His name is David Bizich. Actually, I've seen his name, but I've never heard him. He was making his Met debut, as was Miss Koch. He did a terrific job as Albert. It's not a really large role, but every time he sang, I enjoyed it so much. Jonathan Summers playing the father, the bailiff, or le bailli, he was also very good because he sounded appropriately older than the other characters. In the smaller roles were other singers who were excellent, and the little children singing their Noels and Christmas carols were darling. Overall, it was a terrific night for the opera. I'd like to make a few points about the Met Opera and presenting this. Very often in the past, they tried to entice people to come with things on their website or on YouTube, and they usually miss the mark. This time, I thought they got everything right. The production looks beautiful. I will see it on March 11th. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Before that, I'm going to be experiencing the Met live in HD for their production of Prince Igor. So if you live in some city where you can catch one of these, the Prince Igor HD or later, the Werther HD, I highly recommend both. Until then, hope you have a good day and see you soon.